I think we're about past due for a haircut. I can feel my neck compressing at this point. Everyone looks like they had a lot of fun at Blade Show. I didn't, because I didn't go. I really want to try and go next year, though. I was going to try and go this year, but it didn't work out. But I'm going to try and go next year. Any hooser. What is up, you extreme foreskin gamers? Yeah, sorry for the bit of a delay in the longer form videos lately. I've been spending these last couple of weeks going back and forth on which new phone/camera for this channel I'm going to get. If you were one of the 5 people that watched my last video, which was a guitar video, that video was filmed on a Google Pixel 7 Pro because that is the phone that I thought I was going to replace my S22 Ultra with. But after messing around with it for about a week, I decided it wasn't really for me. And now I am happy to say that I have since gotten the S23 Ultra. So let me know what you guys think about the video quality on this new Samsung Gussie. But anywhooser, what is up guys? DenDenBMX here, and today we're going to be doing a Balisong review, and that review is going to be on what lies within this case. As you can see, this case says Nabalis on it, so I'm assuming it's going to be something from Nabalis. Voila! Oh wow, there's more than one in here. What a surprise. I wonder if one of them is going to be the Balisong that we're actually reviewing, and the other 2 are a bit of a cock tease of sorts as to what is going to be reviewed on the channel in the coming weeks. Am I doing foreshadowing right, guys? Let me know in the comments. Today's video we are going to be focusing on this little jit right here. This is the Nabalis Trident, and to my knowledge it is the 3rd Balisong to carry the Trident name. A brand called EOS once made a Trident Balisong. Actually, the precursor to the Squid Industries Triton was actually called the Trident, and it was a failure. And now Nabalis has claimed the Trident name with the Nabalis Trident. Let's test out this new phone with some borderline sexual B-roll starting right now. You pinched me like a little bitch. Real quick before we get our grubby little fingers all over this Balisong, I just want to take a second and thank you guys for all the recent love and support on all my videos. It truly does mean a lot. If you guys go on to enjoy this video, as always, I would really appreciate it if you let me know and help out the engagement on this video by leaving a like, leave a comment, give me your thoughts and opinions, share the video around. And if you regularly watch my channel and you haven't already subscribed, have you ever Googled what a blue waffle is? You should do that, because then you would know what you are. We are on the road to 17,000 subs, and we are just a pubic hair away from 16,000, so any support towards that is greatly appreciated. As always with my Balisong videos, this video is sponsored by Knife Pivot Lube. Huge thank you to them. If you guys want to get your own KPL products, use the link that I have in the bio of this video as well as pinned down in the comment section. You click that link to go to KPL's website, get anything your heart desires, and then over at checkout, use code DenDenBMX. If you use my link and use my code, you will get a discount. I will get some kickback from said purchase, and just like that, we're bros giving each other a reach around. I don't know why you haven't done it already. But anyway, let's talk about the Trident Dussie. As we all know, Nabalis is a budget Balisong trainer brand primarily sold on Amazon and their own website, and they make affordable Balisong trainers anywhere from $12 to like $75-ish, I think, or at least that's what it was. This Balisong is part of their new endeavor of making slightly less affordable, higher quality Balisongs. So instead of something like the Morse or the Vulp, which are around 65 bucks, these are a little bit more expensive than your standard run-of-the-mill Nabalis Balisongs that we're also used to at this point. The Nabalis Trident is sold for around $120, and it's part of a group of 2 or 3 new Nabalis Balisongs that are around that price range. So it is a little bit more expensive, but within the Balisong world, it's still rather budget. And as you're gonna see, you're still getting quite a damn good deal, because there are other brands named after certain aquatic life that produces Balisongs very similar to this for double the price, and they're not as good as this. The Nabalis Trident is constructed constructed out of 7075 channel aluminum handles with some G10 scales attached to the faces of those aluminum handles. A 440C steel Balisong Trainer blade. Said blade is designed to have a little bit of a tuning fork, therefore when you open and close it, it has a very satisfying yet not at all overbearing ring to it. The bushings are very well tuned and they're guided by some classic bronze phosphorus washers. This thing comes with hidden Zen pins, and also here at the ends of the handles there is another set of the same kind of hardware that is used in the pivots. It's also a little bit of a storage facility because not only do you have spare pivot hardware just stored right here at the ends of the handles, you also have extra bushings stored in the ends of the handles. You can just plop, oh shit, just scoot the G10 over to the side a little bit and your extra bushing should plop out. And it serves like a dual purpose of you have spare bushings, but it also helps with the weight. It also helps dictate the weight balance. So if this is a little too handle biased for you, maybe take those spare bushings out and it might feel a little bit more neutral and a little bit more to your liking. But enough sitting here and yapping. Let's actually go flip this thing. I also forgot to mention this very lovely case that we used in the beginning of this video is included with your purchase of a Nabalis Trident. So how does the Trident flip? I really like it. In fact, this is my favorite flipping Balisong that Nabalis has released so far. I really do enjoy the flippability on this thing. Now I'm pretty sure we all know how I feel about aluminum Balisongs. I'm not the biggest fan of them because of their lack of grip. However, this one is covered with G10 and the G10 on it is very grippy. The finish and the anodization that they use for this aluminum isn't as slippery as some of the others that I've tried in the past. This is more of a matte texturing to this ano, and it does provide a bit more grip. Plus, there is some very deep and aggressive jimping on the aluminum. And when you combine all these three things together, you get an aluminum Balisong that has just the perfect amount of grip. Like the grip on this thing is almost on par with my replicants, which is kind of crazy to me. Yeah, this thing feels so good to flip. I've been flipping it non-stop since they sent it to me. Thank you, Nabalis, by the way, for sending me this thing to review. I am having a very fun time flipping this thing. I'm grabbing this thing more often than most of my other Balisongs just because I enjoy how this thing flips, and I enjoy that it's an aluminum Balisong that comes with a very good amount of grip. And so far, the flippability on this thing is pretty dang nuts. I haven't found a thing that it doesn't like to do. Like there's a bunch of Balisongs where they flip really good, but there's like one trick where they're kind of wonky with, and that's not the case with this Balisong. I am having a grand old time flipping this thing, and I am really enjoying my time with it. There's a trick that I've been wanting to try. I'm gonna try and get it right now. Oh, I almost had it. Shit. Ugh. Oh, I'm so close. Dang it. Oof. I kind of did it right there. That was sort of it. Yeah, this thing is really fun to flip. Yeah, this thing never slips out of my hands really, which can be said for most other aluminum Balisongs. Like there's a few, and this is joining the list of the few aluminum handled Balisongs that I really enjoy flipping. I know the G10 is doing a lot of the work here in terms of grip, but even the aluminum parts of the Balisong are still really grippy. Even like the sides of the handles where it's just blank aluminum before it even reaches the jimping, it's still grippier than most aluminum Balisongs that I personally have tried, which is a huge plus to me. Now, if you aren't already aware, there is another brand known as Squid Industries that makes a Balisong very similar to this one. It's the exact same kind of build, and a lot of people are saying that the Nabalis Trident can be a competitor to the Squid Nautilus. But I'm here to tell you that there's no competition. The Trident is better. I had a Squid Nautilus and I made a review of it, and I sang praises about that Balisong in that review. But after trying this, I can confidently say the build quality is the same. However, the flippability is superior on the Trident, for me personally. I thought the Nautilus was a little bit too light, a little bit too neutral. This thing definitely has more momentum in the air, and how it comes stock, it's a little bit more of a handle / neutral bias. Like it's pretty neutral, but there is a little bit more weight on the ends of the handles. And this Balisong is not as light as the Squid Nautilus, which I personally really prefer. On the Squid Nautilus, there was a little bit of a learning curve for me on the tricks. Like it took me a couple days to actually get used to flipping that thing. However, with the Nabalis Trident, there was no learning curve. I could just flip this thing very easily right away. The Nabalis Trident uses Zen pins. The Squid Nautilus uses Tang pins that are notorious for falling out and eventually getting handle slapped. The jimping on the Nabalis Trident is very grippy. It works very well. I love the jimping on this thing. While the Nautilus V2 does have jimping, the Nautilus V1 that I owned did not have jimping. So I don't really know how well the jimping works on the Squid Nautilus. However, I know on the Trident, it works very well. Now to me, one of the most important things that the Trident comes with that the Nautilus doesn't is grip. I don't necessarily know why Squid Industries does this, but I kind of feel like they go out of their way to make all of their balisongs as slippery as possible. Like, I don't know, all of their aluminum handled balisongs have really smooth, slippery textures. And everyone says on the Kraken, while it does look like it's textured, it's really not, and it's still pretty slippery. And the aluminum on the Nautilus was very slippery, but surprisingly, so was the G10. I'm not sure if I mentioned it in the review, but I was kind of surprised at how slippery the G10 actually was. It definitely did not have as much grip as the G10 on the Trident. Like, I don't know, Squid was even able to make titanium slippery, because I went to a Bali meetup last year and I got to flip a Tsunami, and the titanium on the Tsunami was insanely slippery. I don't know how they did it. It really feels like Squid is going out of their way to make their stuff as slippery as possible. And as if that wasn't bad enough for the Squid Nautilus, the final nail in the coffin is that the Nabalis Trident is like half the price of the Squid Nautilus. So let's TLDR this real quick. Their specs and build quality are on par with each other, I would say. The Trident looks, flips, and sounds better in my opinion. It's going to last longer because it uses Zen pins instead of Tang pins, which are notorious for failing. The grip and the flippability on the Trident are far superior in my opinion. And to top it all off, the Trident is like half the price of the Squid Nautilus. I wouldn't say there's much of a competition here. I'd say that Nabalis came out with a better product for far less. This is my favorite product that Nabalis has come out with so far. And I do think it is worth that little bit extra bump in price as compared to, say, a Volp or a Morse. Those two balisongs are still really good. Hell, their $25 G10 parallelogram is still a great balisong. But the Nabalis Trident for 120 bucks is literally a steal, because there are other brands making balisongs very similar to this, only a little bit worse, for double the price. Now, I think what a lot of people are on the fence about with the Trident is the quality of the hardware and just the overall build quality of the balisong. And I gotta say, in the 2 or 3 weeks that I've had this balisong and flipped it regularly, the handle gap has not closed whatsoever, and I still have yet to touch the pivots with a pivot screw. This thing came set up very, very nice. The play on this balisong, there's a tiny little bit of wiggle in my hands, but there's essentially no play on this balisong. And of course, when there's that little play, there is also no tap. This balisong came very well tuned, and I gotta say the hardware is good enough to where it hasn't moved in the couple weeks that I've had this balisong already, and I've been flipping this thing kind of nonstop. I'm not saying that just because they sent it to me for review. I genuinely really enjoy the way this balisong flips, and it is now one of my go-to flippers, honestly. I'm quite blown away that you can get a balisong of this quality for 120 bucks nowadays. And on top of that, you get this awesome case. It comes with Loctite, lube, spare parts, and a tool. You get all that, a case that holds multiple balisongs that is very nice, I might add. And on top of that, you get this amazing balisong that is outperforming balisongs twice its price. Like, the deal that Nabalis is giving you is kind of crazy. And again, I'm not just saying that because they sent it to me for review. You guys know that if I don't like something, I'm not going to hold my breath. Even if they send it to me for free to review. If something's not good or if I don't like something, I'm going to say it. But I really, really like this balisong, and I do recommend it. Let's wrap up this video by doing a quick little sound test of this balisong. We'll do it dry, and then we'll throw some KPL in there and see what it sounds like. So here's the dry sound test of the Nabalis Trident. Now let's throw some KPL Heavy into this bad boy. Now here's the sound test with some KPL Heavy in the Nabalis Trident. So that is going to wrap up my review of the Nabalis Trident. I think for the money, it is a hell of a deal, and I do highly recommend it. This is my favorite Nabalis product that they have made so far. Huge shout out to Nabalis for sending me this Balisong to review. Huge shout out to Knife Pivot Lube for sponsoring today's video. And another huge shout out to Modern Balisong, Cosmic Steez, Yannick Kaminsky, and A Horse Running. These are the 4 current channel members, and their support really does mean a lot. If you want to join them and be as special as these guys, get a shout out in my longer videos, get access to the occasional members only exclusive video, then you can go down there, click that join button, and become a channel member today. Tiers start as low as $3. But if that's too much of a commitment, I understand. If you don't want all those perks, but you still want to contribute monetarily to the channel as maybe like a one-time thing, there's that super thanks button down there. It's almost like a little tip jar. You can go ahead and follow me on Instagram at DenDenBMX. But I'm done being a tool. Thank you guys so much for watching, especially if you made it this far. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, once again, let me know and help out this video by leaving a like, leave a comment, give me your thoughts and opinions, share the video around. Make sure you're subscribed if you haven't already. We are on the road to 17,000 subs. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time.